Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to New World. You might notice that we look a little bit different today, and that's because I went ahead and I used the auction house to get us a little bit of gear. As it turns out, going on the auction house is a great idea because everything is pretty cheap. Now, this is probably not the optimum gear, but it is some of the highest gear score gear that I could find, so I feel like it's going to be at least better than what we had equipped previously. But yeah, that is what we have going on right now. I probably could have found a necklace that would be quite a bit better for us. And then as far as our weapon skills, I've gone ahead and respect. And so for our passives, we've taken Sturdy Shield, grants an additional 15% physical armor. Elemental Resistance reduces damage from all magic types by 10%. I grabbed Intimidating Bash, so that our Shield Bash causes increased threat and 100% more damage. And then I took Final Blow. The third attack in your light attack deals 15% more damage and causes more threat. So all of this is in an effort to be able to tank in the dungeon. We're over in Monarch's Bluffs today because I'm going to do some side quest while looking for a group. The reason being that we technically are not level 25, and we might want to be before we tackle the dungeon, which is back over here. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be looking for a group while doing some side quest, and we will kind of go from there. But yeah, we're looking for the Amrine Excavation is what we're looking for. And we do have a recruitment channel. This will be the first time I've tried to interact with any part of the community. Been playing this mainly as a solo experience with you guys so far. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. It might be slow going. I feel like the bulk of people are going to be at a higher level. And I don't know how many like subsequent waves of people are leveling more slowly, or if we're kind of on our own in that. We're going to run down to the south. Actually, let's go out to the east first. Let's go the full distance out to the east, and we'll start over there with 3 and 4. Just as something to do to progress us here while we see if we are going to find a group. It's interesting to me because the main story quest is gated behind getting into the dungeon. And we're doing it the old-fashioned way where we're spamming a channel. We're not going into a looking for group tool. I mean, Final Fantasy is similar in that you have to do the dungeon that comes at the end of really every big story arc, which is like a really good feeling. You know, get to the end of a story arc and have an awesome dungeon to go do that ties directly into the plot. But they provide you with the duty finder to automatically put you in a group to get that done. And here we're just left to the wilds and the whims of whoever happens to be logged in and in our world chat, or rather, not even our world chat, but our recruitment chat. Kind of wondering if I should also spam in world chat, or if that's frowned upon in some way. And yeah, with that rant over, I'll start kind of paying attention to my compass now. And we'll just kind of keep our eyes open for any incoming messages. Haven't seen anything come through yet. If we're lucky, we might come across some either iron or silver out here on the rocks. That's if we're actually lucky. Nothing yet. I will say the fall damage is incredibly forgiving. Now running through a level 17 area here, we are just going to ignore all of these guys and hope we don't get dazed too hard. I don't think I would even know what a whisper or a tell looked like if one popped up in front of me, so I hope that when a player tries to communicate with you directly, I hope it's rather obvious. Alright, what are we looking for here? Hunt down Divine Rise Lynx and skin them. So we probably already could have done that once. We killed a lynx, I'm pretty sure. Search chest for oil distiller at Chaisand Steep. Alright, well, let's start looking out for some lynx. Because perhaps they're going to be throughout the entire area here. I guess I might have my chat settings set up in such a way that it kind of fades out. Communication, that's not it. Oh, here we go. Let's increase this a little bit. Of course, no links right on where the marker's at, because why would there be? Okay, I think I see one off in the distance here. Oh, look at this, we can grab the life bloom now. I think we got that when we hit level 30 for our herbalism. Yeah, and I feel like I'm playing at prime time too. I don't know, it's 7 o'clock Eastern time here in the States. And I feel like that's a decent time for people to be online doing dungeons and stuff. But I'm kind of feeling like there might not be a lot of people at our level who are looking to do this thing. Which kind of then begs the question, if I can't get into a group to do this thing, I guess I'm not going to be progressing with the main story until that happens. Which can kind of leave you in a little bit of a weird situation where you really want to play, but there's one thing that you can't get a group for, which then kind of stops you from progressing, at least with the story stuff. Which, for someone like me, that's kind of some of the bread and butter that I'm really into, is I want to see the story progress and learn about the world. Like, there's only so much side questing that I'm going to do without being able to move on, you know? Whereas I get that some people will probably play this game so, like, definitely as like a PvP, PvE, crafting, role-playing simulation where, you know, maybe they don't care about progressing the story after a certain point. They're just into the activities that they're really into and they focus on that. That's definitely a way someone could enjoy this game. But I definitely want to see the story or whatever narrative there is play out. Okay, this is Chaisand Steep, where we're looking for chests. I'm just going to clear all three of these guys out before we try to grab the chest up there. Let's go ahead and just pull out the hammer, since we are spec'd right now on the sword for tanking. And actually, I might as well go ahead and throw a hatchet back on. Since healer looking for group, okay. That would be a heals and tank. The problem with that is... yeah, we could try to invite to group here. Oh, they're quite a bit higher of a level than us. So maybe it is a level thing. The recommended level is 25. I don't know if that's like a hard and fast rule or, you know, sometimes being a level below is kind of a deal breaker. That could be what the issue is, why we're not getting a group. Could be the issue. It could be that the responsibility for having a group is going to lie with us in trying to create it. Alright, let's grab this. I'm so used to not being able to harvest these that I was ready to walk right by this. Well, yeah, we can keep looking for now, but I have a feeling it might be a level thing that we maybe definitely want to be level 25 before we do this. I'm hoping maybe there are going to be more chests down here. We only saw the one up on this pyramid. A lot of enemies and not a lot of quest items. An unfortunate combination when the enemies you're fighting are mostly the same. Okay, we do have one over here. Should be able to take two of these guys without a problem. Getting lots of random group. I just doubt at this point that it's going to be better than what I've equipped. And we're probably going to mostly break it down, especially before we decide to teleport anywhere else. Okay, Soul Spire requires 50 mining skill. Which I think we have to be close to that, or maybe not. This says we're still in Chaisand Steep, but I just don't know about these crates that we're supposed to be picking up. We have only found 2 of them. And yeah, the area itself, as far as like what's on the minimap, or what's on the compass rather, as being marked for Chaisand Steep, it's a rather large area. But it seems like the area that we are actually going to find chests might be significantly smaller than that. Okay, I do see a lynx, and he is one we need. This guy's having a weird time, just kind of floating here in midair. A little bit strange. Hey, Warhammer Mastery level 9, that's good. What do we want to do here? Reduced by 5% for each enemy hit. After 2 light attacks with the Warhammer, debuff durations on the player are reduced. Let's do that. Yeah, so we're standing back at the 1 out of 2 that we actually know exist, and we just haven't found the others. I've been having a lot of problems finding the crates for these random crate quests. You'd think nothing could be simpler than finding a crate, but it seems like they put the exact number of crates that you need. And then we're always kind of given this rather large area in which there are only going to be a few crates. Maybe we try to follow these markings on the map that seem to indicate ancient structures or old foundations for non-existent buildings, and maybe that'll get us where we need to be. Yeah, I'm going to check anywhere we have these ancient walls or foundations. Yeah, here's one up here, so let's keep doing that. Probably would be a great idea to have some kind of food buff going on. Alright, let's grab this lynx here as well. I'm gonna kill this guy before I even bother trying to skin that lynx, because otherwise we're gonna be interrupted midway through. Again, with the strange floating of enemies intended to be on the ground. Probably something they'll want to address at some point. I'm so excited to finally be able to, like, harvest these, though I don't even know what they're going to be used for. It doesn't matter. That doesn't dull my excitement for it in the least. Okay, we're looking for one more, and I see a staircase ahead. That is bound to have our last item somewhere on that. I guess, would this be called a pyramid, a tower, a ziggurat? I don't know what we would refer to this as exactly. We could just call it a ruin. And that would be all-encompassing. However, we've changed areas. This is not where we want to be. We are not going to find our last item here because we are now in Hydrus. And Hydrus is not the Chaisand Steep. So I'm going to try to get out of Hydrus. Apparently I've pissed off everything here. Let us exit Hydrus. Yeah, we definitely... I mean, that's in an entirely different area. That's over in Windsward, actually. We are closer than I realized, I guess, to the border. Alright, back in Chaisand Steep we go. Let's head down here maybe and check out these structures if they are still considered part of Chaisand Steep, which they might be. I kind of can see now the dotted line. You have to zoom in really close, but I see it now. My eyes are finally open. I've learned to read the map a little bit more granularly. Probably something I should have been doing already. But we're learning. It is a slow and painful process for some of us. Did we get this one already? That's the question. Yeah, we got this one already. Okay. So there's like one of these platforms that we haven't searched yet, and that's where our last item is at. So, which one is it? Is it going to be one of these ones that are kind of like off to the side? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, this one is like a small platform. We already checked there. Let's head down here and check this. Nothing here except an enemy who just doesn't really notice us, which is grand. We have incoming arrow fire from over here. We have drawn their attention, which is great, because by drawing their attention, we have drawn our own attention to the last item we need for this quest. That's the nicest an enemy in this game has ever been to me. Alright, that's 2 quests down. Then we should be able to head back this way. These ones are going to be a little bit of a higher level, thankfully. 17 and 17. First off, though, can we grab these? Yes, we can. Alright, we have quite a ways to go here. Well, not really. It's a little ways. We've definitely had further runs. I would say, like, maybe the game is not built for mounts. I often think that there's, like, too much clutter and that things are often packed really tightly together for there to be mounts in this game. But some kind of movement speed increase would probably be great at some point. Even if it was a sprint on a cooldown, kind of how Final Fantasy XIV has their sprint, even if it was just something like that, where we got like a 60 to 80% boost in running speed for 15 seconds on a 45-second cooldown, that would be cool. Make it achievable through playing the game in some way. Maybe it's an item, maybe it's a title, I don't know what it is. But something that you can achieve through gameplay. And not something you can buy on the store. That was harvesting. Okay, salamander slime. That was cool looking. Alright, collect ancient artifacts from Antares. Ancient... Search chest. Okay, search chest. Collect tattered silk from Celestial Ancient Guardians. So kill things and click chest. Yeah, I mean... I know. I know we don't have to read them probably, but... I always check them out anyway. One day they'll surprise us and maybe they'll tell us to escort somebody. I don't know. So we could take on these guys and we need them for the quest anyway. Alright, we're looting them for the quest items we need. Kind of the same philosophy here. We'll try to move from ruins to ruins, assuming that's where most of the chests are going to be, and they're not going to be like out in the grassy parts or in the wilderness at all. They're mainly going to be around structures and around ruins. So we'll try to kind of do like a circuit of everything. That way, maybe we only have to do the circuit once. They really do love to, like, pack these enemies together, which would probably be okay if they were more varied. But geez, by the end of it all, you just feel like you fought like a million of the same guy sometimes. I guess we are probably getting pretty close to going to, like, a new area that isn't one of the 4 starter areas. So I'm kind of hoping that in that new area there will be entire sets of enemies that we've never seen before. Maybe just not like another reskinned Lynx. That being said, if I can't find a group to complete the story quest, getting to the next area... Well, I guess we could just walk to the next area, technically. I suppose there's not really anything stopping us. This is level 51 to 60, 26 to 35. So yeah, that's our next... And there's already a couple of quests available to us from the main town. That's really interesting. So even if it took me a little bit longer to do the dungeon, we could still come up here and at least see what there is to see. Hopefully new enemies that we haven't seen before. Same thing down in Cutlass Key, so we actually have 2 level 26 areas. That makes me feel a little better about all the sameness that we've endured so far, because we've been questing in all of these areas are basically just a starter area. Except that you just jump between all of them. Alright, we now just need the Tattered Silk, I guess. Surprisingly, we didn't need that many crates this time. And heck, if we stand here long enough, everything will just respawn for us. Alright, that is everything we need. Let's head up here. Collect ancient artifacts from Antares. Okay. That's the ancient artifact one. And after that, we should have quite a few things to turn in back in town. I'm hoping potentially enough for us to get to level 25. That's kind of the hope, so that like the next time I look for a group, maybe I'll actually be at level with it. And I would feel better forming our own group if I'm level 25. I won't mind reaching out and actually inviting people like we saw a healer. What deterred me was that the healer was level 33, which made me feel like maybe I'm not at the level to do this. That being said, it's the level of the quest, and it is the main story quest, so I hope they wouldn't lead us wrong. I'm assuming we can definitely do it at level 25. And at least this way we have our gear basically squared away. At least probably as good as it's going to get for now. And we have our specs set with our sword. Alright, we're searching chests again. We are searching chests. Everybody keep your eyes open. There's a note here. One of you guys let us know that when the blue flame is actively coming out of a note, that means we have not read it. And then we'll see that flame goes away. And I hadn't noticed that. The Fall of the Darkness. Mirrodin cast me out of the order. He accused me of deceit and of sowing the seeds of discord. But I have spoken the truth. I know the evil that has taken root in his mind. I see what he is becoming. The others will not heed my warnings. Fools, the fall of the High King will be on their heads. I do not possess the strength to challenge Mirrodin directly, but I must try to foil his purpose for the sake of us all. I will plead my case directly to the High King. I have found the folk of light and shadow. They may prove to be allies. It is my fervent hope the High King is as wise as they say. Amarath the Raven-Haired. That didn't sound like of a time period from really anything else that we've read. Alright, eyes are open for chests. Like this one right here. Okay, that's done. I guess that was maybe something we could have... Oh, okay. They're two different places, slightly similar name. And I guess that we needed the one from over here, and the ones over here were gone. Okay, well, either way, that is everything over here completed for right now. We have this one all the way down to the south. Kind of want to run back to town, get everything turned in, and see if that would open up some different things to do as we head south. It's just like a long way to go for one thing. We're going to have to go around some of these caves. I could recall to the inn. I might do that. Maybe we'll just recall to our inn. We will store some stuff that needs to be stored, and we'll just teleport back over here. We're getting quite a bit of Azoth from things, and if we keep our weight down, we've learned that the cost can be pretty low. So let's go ahead and do that. We will hearth, we will store things, and then we will teleport back over to the town here to get everything turned in. And then I guess we just need to break all of this stuff down to actually get our weight down. Let's make sure to keep our best hatchet, which is going to be the hatchet of the ranger there. Same thing. These swords, actually, we can do away with both of these swords. And we don't really need the bow. So there we go. That's pretty good. We probably should do some cooking. That might be a good idea. Let's head up here and we'll do a little bit of cooking. I kind of wish this would prioritize what ingredients it auto-chooses based on which ones you have the most of. And kind of do that first from greatest to least. Alright, level 37, is that going to be... It looks like that is as much as we can do. Now, how much weight is that for food? It's not a lot. I feel like that's fine. We're at 65 weight capacity. I think that's perfectly okay.
We are strongest together. Let us endeavor to bring victory to the Marauders.
Alright, we will take the 2 that have opened up here. Maybe that'll be something we can do as we head down to the south. Still really not much we can do here that we need. We don't need anything. Everything we have is better. And we have a bunch of stuff that we've yet to unlock. Yeah, fall damage means basically nothing in this game. It's kind of funny, actually.
My friend, you have done it again. Just look at these artifacts. I will get to work on the extractions right away, and with luck...
Well, we're not quite level 25 yet. So we kind of have to think about what we want to do about that. We have some higher level quests over here, back in Windsward. Yeah, the things we have going on over here in Monarch's Bluffs, a lot of them are not a very high level. We could do this one. It's an elite quest, and it's level 23. This one's level 19 and level 20. Maybe we can do these 3 here. And then we head back over to Windsward. And we could take Making Sparks, level 18, and go out here and do this level 24 one. Maybe that would be enough to get us to level 25? Yeah, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? What ideal level do you think we should be before doing the dungeon? Or in your experience, is level 25 right where we want to be? And yeah, should we think about going to one of the new areas when we do hit level 25 and checking out some quests there? Probably going to be better experience in a new area. And we're going to get to see some new things, hopefully enemy-wise. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hoping to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for spending your time here with me today. I really do appreciate all the support you guys have shown the series and the continuing support. It does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. We will see you back in New World really soon. Bye now.